friends are up there! Hey, where are you going? What are you hiding, Peter?
Yeah, Spiderman!
I'm just kidding, I don't care. Bye.
Hey everybody, my name is Evan DeGraff from Take 3 Productions, and I'm here to review to you guys Spider-Man Homecoming. I was able to see it early, and I'm super excited to talk about this film. There's just so many ins and outs of this film that are really fun and really exciting and really do a good job of showing who the character of Spider-Man is, his friends, his foes, Stark, and his friend Ned, who I thought was really good as a character. Zendaya's character, Michelle, was really good. His crush was really good. The villain, Vulture. We have a good villain in the MCU now. There is now such thing as a good villain. That's incredible. But let's just jump right into it. The plot of this film makes sense. It flows, and an audience can very directly and easily follow this film for me. The tone is spot on. There's a little film that came out in 2016 called 17 Again. What Spider-Man Homecoming does, because it's PG-13, it can't go to that full hard R teenager kind of angsty film, but it does a good job of riding that line, and it really does a good job with its tone and riding that line. It does a few things that I think would shock a few audiences, especially for people who are bringing out their kids, and I thought it did a really good job about that, and bringing the new kids there and having a relatability to the character of Peter Parker, Tom Holland, and also to the acting. It Tom Holland really shows his chops between humor, between emotion, sadness, happiness, joy, the action in the movie, and how he presents it really well. Michael Keaton does a very good job as Vulture, and it shows really good. Tony Stark is in full-fledged. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark at this point, so it doesn't really matter. We expect that from him, but it's worth a mention because he is really good. Jon Favreau as Happy is still really good, and that makes me really excited because it's always nice to see a director act sometimes, and Jon Favreau does just that. Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. Throughout the film, she has these small little tendencies, and it's really good to help lighten up the film and also keep the film grounded at the same time, and that's what she's there for, and she does a fantastic job doing that. And it's just the acting all across the board is really good, and it really solidifies the characters in this movie, especially if you who are newer to this whole franchise and coming in. I was really surprised by Zendaya, as I say again, because she has a Disney Channel background, and they are known to overact sometimes. She does it perfectly in this movie, and I'm really happy to say that. Moving on in the action of this movie, that's one of my weaknesses. I think is the action is a little bit poorly shot. The CGI looks fine to me, the effects look fine, but the action is just a bit poorly shot. And then I'll move on to my other weakness as well as I'm talking about them. Everything with Spider-Man himself and Peter Parker is perfect. There are just a few small decisions within both the plot and the Avengers part of the film that, for me, were a bit ineffective, and I think were a poor decisions to actually say. And if you watch the film, I think you'll know what I'm picking up on, but to avoid spoilers, I can't really go that deep into what I'm talking about, but you'll be able to pick up what I mean. I just feel like there were just some decisions that could actually help boost the franchise instead of keeping it down, and they kind of kept it down a little bit, and that's not a good decision in my opinion. But there's so many other good things to talk about this film. The score, Michael Giacchino, back at it again, you know. He's making these great film scores all the time. From Incredibles to Ratatouille to now Rogue One. Yes, I said it. Rogue One is a good score. And now to Spider-Man Homecoming. The Homecoming theme was really well done, and it's very grand, and it's new. That's the good part about it. It is old but new again, and it works uber well, and I really appreciated that about the Homecoming score. The soundtrack worked as well for the whole teenage angst type thing. And the whole interaction between the characters, it was, at its core, like how they said, it was a teenage high school film, and it works as that way. And because of that, I have to give it a very high score. The Spider-Man Homecoming is a 9 out of 10. Decisions made. I think there are some obvious reshoots at points in time. Not a big problem for me, but you could obviously tell where the reshoots were. Just a few minor script decisions that I would have changed. But other than that, Spider-Man Homecoming is a fantastic movie, and I would recommend all of you to go see it in theaters. And do me a quick favor, click that subscribe button right there for Take 3 Productions. You guys can check out our worldwide movie trivia tournament that we have going on right now. Some very solid competitors. You can go check out our reactions to the Schmoedowns. Very exciting movie trivia stuff for you guys every day. We have a Take 3 podcast that we host live on every Friday, and commentaries on movies that everybody loves on Saturdays. And that is it for me. My name is Evan DeGraff, and hope you guys have a great day. Take care.